Credit card debt has reached a staggering $1.17 trillion in 2024. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick guys, I just need one favor please. Remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's dive right into the content. Credit card 1, credit card 2, credit card 3, credit card 4, credit card 5, credit card 6, credit card 7, credit card 8, credit card 9, and credit card number 10. So guys, collectively, I have 10 major credit cards. 8 being Visa combined with MasterCards and 2 store cards. On those 10 cards, guys, I have $135,000 of available credit. And I'm not saying that to boast. I just want you guys to understand my level of financial responsibility. So I got $135,000 of available credit. Do you want to know how much credit I have charged on those 10 cards? $2,000. That's it. $2,000. Now it really takes a financially responsible person to walk around with $135,000 of available credit and not go into debt. Because about 70% of Americans could not do that. Could not be that responsible to have all of that open credit and not use it. But I know if I use it, I gotta pay for it. And some may ask, Frank, why do you have all those credit cards? Well, a lot of those cards I had with my ex-wife, guys. A lot of them I had with my ex-wife, so I just haven't closed them down yet. But a lot of them I share with my ex-wife. She was authorized user on. Some were joint accounts that I just took over during the divorce, things of that nature. But in 2025, I'm going to start closing some of those accounts because I don't need all of that credit. I don't need it, especially when I only use 3 or 4 credit cards a year. I really only use about 3 or 4 a year. Guys, if you're still here, hit that like button for me, please. Guys, if you're still here, hit that like button for me, please. So I really only use about, in a cycle, probably about only 3 or 4 cards, really, that I use because I've had them the longest, you know. So yeah, I'm going to start shutting down, closing down some of those cards come 2025 because I want everybody to understand. You don't need all of those credit cards to build good credit. You don't need 5, 10, 15 credit cards to build good credit. All you need is, I would just say, a couple credit cards to help you build good credit and just make sure you keep the utilization rate below 30%. Some people may say even 10%. And utilization rate means if you got $5,000 collectively as a balance of available credit, you only want to be using 30% of that, which that would be if it was $5,000 times 30%. You only want to be using about $1,500 of that $5,000 available credit. So that's what utilization rate means. So a little information right now on where we are on credit card debt, guys. Collectively, Americans now owe a record $1.17 trillion on credit cards, according to the New York Fed. Credit card balances rose by $24 billion in the third quarter of 2024, up 8% from the third quarter of 2023. Guys, $24 billion in 3 months? Jesus. The average balance per customer stands at $6,329, up 5% from last year, compared with an 11% increase over last year before that time frame. In the last 3 months, 42% of Americans said their total debt hasn't changed, while 3% have seen their balance rise. Meanwhile, credit card rates have become more expensive and borrowing money has become more expensive as the Fed has raised interest rates. Lower income households who had to cover major expenses have been hit especially hard by the Fed's rate increases. Even as the Fed lowers its benchmark rate, the average credit card rate has barely budged. For those with a variable rate debt, such as credit cards, it's obviously going to help if rates come down. However, the borrowing the amount is more important than the interest rate they added. So guys, let's talk about some ways to pay down your credit card debt. When I was getting out of debt, I used the snowball method. I actually came across the Dave Ramsey plan, and I used the snowball method in order to pay off the credit card debt that I had. But when I went into my debt payoff mode back in 2014, 2015, I probably only had about $6,000-$7,000 worth of credit card debt. And basically what me and my wife did, we started from the lowest credit card balance and worked our way down to the highest. And as we paid off those cards, we just tucked those cards away. And stopped using those credit cards. We never cut them up or closed the accounts. We just started with the snowball method and took the smallest balance to the largest balance and paid them down one by one. That's what I did. I've heard of some people taking out personal loans to pay off credit card debts because they can get a personal loan at 10% and then take that money, pay off the credit card debt, and then pay off the personal loan. I've known people who have done that. But if you do that, if you take out a loan to pay off the credit card debt, don't take out a loan, pay off the credit card debt, then go back into credit card debt. Because if you take out a loan to pay off your credit card debt, then you need to go back and attack that loan and pay that loan off that you took out to pay off the credit card debt. Debt consolidation, personally, I'm not a fan of that. It's your money, your finances. If you want to do a debt consolidation, that's on you. But personally, I would do the snowball method, and I would just start off lowest credit card to credit card amount to the highest credit card amount and chop that tree down one by one. So guys, that's just some feedback I want to give you guys right now where America is on where we are on credit card debt. Hope this information is helpful to you guys and you got a couple ideas how you can pay down that credit card debt. I wouldn't be taking out any HELOCs and all that stuff. Don't put your home at risk to pay off a debt when the debt is unsecured. If you don't pay off their credit card debt, all they can do is try to sue you, garnish your check or something like that. You take out a HELOC, use that money to pay off your credit card debt. Now the banks can come and foreclose on you if you can't pay that HELOC. So don't put your house at risk to pay off unsecured debt. Do not do that, guys. So guys, appreciate you looking at the video, viewing my video today. Remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am out.